Most drivers blame high gas prices for every expensive fill-up. But the truth is, a lot of fuel is wasted before your engine even gives you a full mile back. Tiny mistakes at the gas station, overlooked maintenance, and bad daily habits can quietly destroy your mileage. And the worst part is, most people repeat them every single week. In this video, I'm breaking down fuel-saving secrets that can actually make a difference in the real world. Some cost nothing, some take minutes, and some could save you a serious amount every year. And make sure you stay until the end, because the last secret is one of the most overlooked fuel killers on the road, and almost every driver does it. Let's start at the pump. Most people squeeze the handle all the way down because it feels faster and easier. But high-speed pumping may not be the smartest way to fill your tank. Fast pumping can create turbulence and vapor pockets inside the nozzle. That means the flow is less stable, and in theory, you may not always get the cleanest, densest liquid transfer possible. A slower fill can help reduce foaming and make the pumping process more controlled. It only adds a few seconds, but it can be a smarter routine if you want better consistency at the pump. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest myths in fuel savings: premium gas. Many drivers think premium automatically means cleaner, better, or more efficient fuel for every car. That's simply not true. If your car is designed for regular fuel, filling it with premium usually won't give you extra mileage or extra power. In many cases, it just means a bigger receipt and no real benefit. Premium only makes sense when your manufacturer specifically calls for it. If the manual says regular, stick to regular and stop paying extra for fuel your engine doesn't need. Here's a trap many drivers don't think about: filling up while a fuel delivery truck is refilling the station's underground tanks. That moment can be a bad time to buy fuel. When fresh fuel is being pumped into underground storage, sediment at the bottom of the tank can get stirred up. That can mean dirtier fuel moving through the system for a while. If you see a tanker truck at the station, the safest habit is simple: come back later. A short delay may help you avoid lower quality fuel and potential contamination. You've probably heard the old advice that morning fuel is better because the gas is cooler. It sounds smart, but with modern underground tanks, that idea is mostly exaggerated. Fuel stored underground stays relatively stable in temperature throughout the day. So filling up early in the morning usually won't create the massive savings many people imagine. What matters more is the seasonal blend. Winter fuel can behave differently from summer fuel, which is one reason your mileage may naturally rise and fall throughout the year. Another hidden issue is pump calibration. Most drivers never check inspection stickers or pay attention to old-looking pumps, but pump accuracy isn't always perfect forever. If a pump underdelivers by even a tiny amount, the loss adds up over months of filling. That's why using well-maintained stations with visible inspection stickers is a smarter habit. Now, let's move away from the gas station and into your engine bay. One of the simplest hidden fuel killers is a clogged engine air filter. When the filter is dirty, your engine struggles to breathe properly. That can reduce combustion efficiency and force the system to work harder just to make normal power. A quick check is simple. Pull out the filter, hold it toward the light, and if you can barely see through it, it's probably time to replace it. Tire pressure is another silent mileage killer. Underinflated tires increase rolling resistance, which means your engine has to work harder every time the car moves. Even a small pressure drop can hurt fuel economy. That's why checking tire pressure regularly is one of the fastest and cheapest ways to protect your MPG. A lot of drivers ignore their tires until one looks obviously low. But by then, you may already have been wasting fuel for weeks without noticing. Short trips are another huge reason fuel economy drops. If you keep making tiny errands with a cold engine, your car spends too much time in its least efficient state. Engines burn richer during warm-up, especially in colder conditions. That means a bunch of short 1 to 3 mile trips can use much more fuel than one steady longer drive. If possible, combine errands and reduce cold starts. The less often your engine has to warm up from scratch, the better your fuel economy tends to be. Now check your trunk. Extra weight is one of those boring details that people ignore, but every unnecessary pound makes your engine work harder. In used cargo, heavy tools, rooftop carriers, and roof racks all add drag or weight. And over time, that means more fuel burned for no good reason. Clearing out your trunk and removing unused roof accessories is one of the fastest free MPG improvements many drivers can make today. Oil viscosity matters more than most people think. If you're using oil that's thicker than your engine was designed for, internal drag goes up and efficiency can drop. Your manufacturer chooses oil grade based on engine tolerances, climate, and efficiency needs. So using the correct oil is not just about protection, it's also about saving fuel. Too thick can increase drag. Too thin can increase wear. The right oil helps the engine move freely while still protecting the moving parts properly. Now let's talk about a tiny part almost nobody respects, the gas cap. A worn or loose gas cap can allow fuel vapors to escape and trigger efficiency problems. If your gas cap doesn't seal properly, your EVAP system can struggle, and sometimes you'll even get a warning light. Replacing a cheap cap can fix an expensive-looking problem. Here's another myth drivers get wrong. AC versus windows. Many people think turning off the AC always saves fuel, but the real answer depends on your speed. At low city speeds, windows down may help. But at higher highway speeds, open windows create drag, and that drag can waste more fuel than the AC itself. Now, let's look at sensors. A dirty MAF sensor or aging oxygen sensor can quietly wreck fuel trims over time, and many drivers won't notice until their mileage has already dropped badly. And finally, two habits destroy more fuel than people realize: idling too long and cruising too fast. Long idle times burn fuel while going nowhere, and once highway speed climbs too high, drag rises sharply. For most vehicles, the best fuel economy happens in a moderate speed range, not at aggressive highway speeds. Stack these habits together: smarter fueling, better maintenance, less drag, less idle, better driving, and the savings can become huge over a year.